Hi, good morning. Jovon with Downey Yoga. We're going to be doing a 60-minute steady ease. So you can grab these props here, a blanket, a bolster, 2 blocks, and a strap. If you don't have these props, you can absolutely use pillows or blankets, or maybe if you have like thick books, you can do that too. But make it work for you. There's no pressure. I don't want you to ever feel like, oh, I don't have these props. I can't do the practice. They are helpful and it's very nice, especially in the steady ease class, to use the props to make your body more comfortable and to feel a sense of relaxation overcome your body. Okay, so we're actually going to get started on our backs in a Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's go ahead and use our bolster at the back of the mat. Have your blanket off to the side, and either your blocks or a couple of rolled blankets. Okay, there we go. We'll place the bolster vertically, and when you sit down in front of it, make a fist and be one fist distance away from the bolster. Have your blocks off to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees and thighs be supported by the blocks. Start to rest down. Shimmy the shoulders away from the ears and grab your blanket. Place it on top of your stomach, your thighs. If it's a bigger blanket, maybe you're covering the chest. Let's let the arms tee out to the sides. Close your eyes. Take notice of your inhale and the exhale. Use the next couple of breaths to welcome yourself here on your mat. Softening the forehead, the eyes, releasing the jaw and neck. Also, notice how the breath begins to lengthen and deepen. We'll take anywhere between 5 to 7 more breaths here. All we're doing is simply arriving. We're simply welcoming ourselves onto the mat. Breathing easy into the nose. Breathing easy out of the nose. Gently flutter the eyes open. You can take the blanket off of the stomach. Grab one of your blocks and place it underneath your head. Okay, make sure it's supportive, or if it's a rolled up blanket, you can do that. Bring your knees upright so that your feet are flat on the floor. With your second block, or it might be your blanket, place it underneath your left foot. We don't want it too close to the hips, so just far enough so that you feel the support. And cross your right ankle over the left thigh, so a nice figure 4 shape. And this is the shape that we're going to stay in for just a few moments. Let the feet be loose and relaxed, the hands be loose and relaxed. And softening, releasing the growing area, the inner thighs. Take one more inhale. When you release the breath, release the figure 4 shape. Switch sides with the block, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. And if you need to make any adjustments here so that you feel comfortable, and you feel that you can relax and release any constrictions and tension in the body. So you want to saw out any breath, taking a breath in through the nose, opening the mouth, letting it go. You can do that too. One more breath in. Breath out, releasing the figure 4 shape. We can place our blocks off to the side. Okay, the one underneath the head as well. Roll off to any side that feels comfortable. Remove the bolster. Place that off to the side. Come onto the back. Bring the knees into the chest. Place your hands in front or behind the knees. Rock them side to side very gently. You can take a gentle twist if you like, twisting to whichever side feels most natural. And then knees back into the chest, twisting to your opposite side. Easy breathing, and knees towards the chest. Roll off to whichever side is most comfortable for you and gently press yourself up onto your seat. Meet me on your hands and knees in a tabletop position. So the wrists are going to be under the shoulders and knees under the hips. You have an option here. You can keep your toes curled under or point the toes back. Rock gently side to side, front to back. Notice what the wrists feel like, back feels like, the hips, maybe your knees. You can always cushion the knees with a towel or a blanket. Alright, meet me in a tabletop. What we're going to do here is take an inhale. On the exhale, aim your hips over towards the right heel, the left heel, and circle. So just circling to the right, clockwise. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, we want the breath to initiate the movement. Pause wherever you are and rotate counterclockwise, the opposite way. Meet me in tabletop and neutral. Start to walk your hands forward. Lower the elbows down. Bring the heart forward, extending the legs back. Okay, so one leg at a time, you want to lift it, extend it back, do the same thing with the opposite leg. If you feel that the lower back is too bendy, that means it's going into more of an extension, you can place a blanket underneath the pubic bone area to help with some support. Plant your palms and forearms down. Gently draw the shoulder heads back, crown of the head up for Sphinx pose. When you're here, feel free to nod your head no. Nod your head yes. Or any other direction that might feel good for you. Maybe you find a little sweet spot that feels good, and you are more than welcome to linger there. Maybe open up your jaw a little bit. Alright, on your next inhale, meet me into a Sphinx, very still, and exhale. We'll release down. I want you to bow the elbows out, rest your forehead down onto your hands. Okay, so you're going to overlap the hands. Allow your heels to split open. Breathe into the belly button. Completely soften the body. Notice if there's any clenching, like you're trying to hold yourself up from the earth, resisting the body to relax deeper. Notice if that happens. Without judging yourself, take a breath and release. On the next inhale, lift your head and chest. Slide your hands by the short ribs. On the exhale, press in to a tabletop position. Inhale, curl your toes under. Keeping the knees bent, exhale into a downward facing dog with the knees bent, and repeat. Take it easy here. Extend the arms, wrap the triceps earthward to hollow out the armpits. Just shake your head side to side here. Maybe extend the right leg a little straighter. It doesn't have to be fully extended. And then bend the right knee, extending the left leg. Go back and forth on your own. Walking your dog, but not a power walk, more like a stroll. Melting both heels down into the earth. See how long you can get your spine. Breathe a little deeper, a little fuller. When you breathe, imagine your breath just purifying your entire body. Begin to walk the hands back towards the feet. Go slow. Bend in your knees. Take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers. See if you can get the heel of the palms to meet, or maybe you use a strap. Maybe the strap might help you so that way you don't feel so much tension in the shoulders. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Let the head dangle and breathe. If you want to extend the legs a little straighter, you can do that. Separate the sit bones so it feels as though your inner thighs are spiraling towards the back wall. Shift the weight towards the balls of your feet. On the exhale, release the hands. Hands will come down onto the floor. Heel toe your feet out about a step or two, and toes out, heels in. Start to squat down. You can use a block or two to sit on, or not. Bring the hands at prayer in front of your heart, elbows on the insides of your knees. Tailbone down, crown of the head up, shoulders relaxed. use a little bit of resistance here, elbow into the knee and the knees into the elbows. So we're not only opening up, but we are sustaining some stabilization here. Okay, if you like to, you can stay here or take the right arm out. Okay, you can cup the hand, maybe the palm comes flat. Make sure your outer upper arm is on the inside of the right knee. And as you inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Okay, you want to relax the shoulders. You can have the arm up, or if you like, you can reach it over your head for a deeper stretch. So straight up towards sky or over your head so the bicep is over the ear. You got a lot of options here. Feel as though your left hip is getting heavier into the earth. Find that grounding sensation. Your feet are rooted. Keep on rolling the heart open and breathe. Come back to center. We'll take an inhale. Open the mouth. When you're ready, second side. If you're not doing the little side stretch, that's okay. You can come in and out of your forward fold. Okay, so if you need a break from being into the squat, you can absolutely come up and come back down. Okay, so that's an option. So right arm up skyward or over your head. And close your eyes and enjoy the stretch. Breathe. Right hip heavy. Your tailbone pointing towards the front of your mat. And we're getting into the QL, the quadratus lumbarum. That gets really tight. It gets tight. You feel constricted. Then it pulls everything up, and then the hamstrings get tight. One more breath. Let's release. And once you come upright, take an inhale. Open the mouth. Meet me in a forward fold. Keep the feet nice and wide, but I want them to be parallel now. So they are at the edge of your mat, but toes are dead ahead. And start to walk your hands out and go halfway. So a short downward facing dog. Take a few moments, a few breaths. Notice if there's any difference in your stretch with the legs wider than hips distance. I want you to look up and place your left hand in the middle. Right hand will go under and across to grab a hold of the left outer ankle. Maybe you even grab the calf if that's more comfortable for you. If you need to maybe walk the hand, your left hand back a little bit, that's okay. Walk the hand a little bit. Drop your head. Roll your heart open like you're rolling it into the left armpit and then hollow out the armpit. One more breath. Then exhale, release the twist, switch sides. So your right hand will be in the middle and the left hand will go under and across. Grab a hold of the ankle or the calf and twist open. Breathe. And release. Walk your hands out to your normal sized downward facing dog and bring the feet in to a hips distance. Inhale, slightly bend the knees, look forward. On the exhale, take 1 or 2 steps to the top of the mat. Bend your knees a lot and begin to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, go slow. There's absolutely no rush. Once you get to the top, take as much time as you need to feel securely on your 2 feet. You can roll the shoulders up into the ears, roll them back and down. Take a few breaths. Bring the big toes to touch and the heels slightly apart. We'll begin to move a little bit more in our traditional sun salutation. We'll take our time, and I'd like to invite you just to enjoy the movement, not just in the pose when we get to that final pose, but the in-between, the transitions. Okay? Arms are down by the sides, palms facing up. Stand nice and strong and tall here. And where we find ease in this pose is by every bone is stacked. Feeling steady as you root down from the root of the femur bones to the base of the heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. I want you to look up as the palms kiss. Exhale, swan dive. So you're going to tee the arms out. You can put a bend in your knees to help with lower back support all the way down. Uttanasana. You can extend the legs here a little straighter if you bent the knees. Inhale, lift halfway. So sliding the palms up the shins, glance out. Exhale, plant your palms, step the right leg all the way back. Keep the toes tucked as you drop the knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, plant your palms. Okay, notice your movements here. Step back, tabletop. Shift forward, chest and chin come down. Inhale for your cobra, or if you want to come up a little higher into Bhujangasana, you're more than welcome to do so. Point the toes back and bring the heart through the gateway of your arms. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Transition through tabletop. You can pedal out the feet here. Maybe your feeling tender and somewhere in the legs, somewhere in the back. On the exhale, lunge the right foot forward closest to the right thumb. Drop the back knee, keep the toes tucked. Start to notice as you inhale, what does it feel like to move in between these poses? Exhale, meet me at the top of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. We rise, reaching up. The palms will meet at the very top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way. Lift halfway, glance out, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant your palms, left leg back, knee down, toes tucked, arms up on the inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into a tabletop. Shift forward, chest and chin down, slither forward, Bhujingasana. Exhale, transition through the tabletop to downward facing dog. Few breaths here. On your exhale, lunge the left foot forward, closest to the left thumb, drop the back knee, toes tucked. As you inhale, then begin to reach the arms up. Okay, you're moving through water. That's how mindfully and slow we're moving. Exhale, Uttanasana, big step forward. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. We rise, reaching up. Look up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to the heart. Well done, yogis. Stay with this motion. Stay with this pace of your breath. Use these moments in transition to engage deeper into a moving meditation. From here to Dasana. Focus on something that is not too far, but that is very still. We're going to focus on a drishti point. And once you find that drishti point, we're going to lean into the right foot. Slowly bring the left knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers in front of the shin. There's an option to use your strap to help. You don't even need to, if you already have a scarf, you don't even need to unloop it. All you need to do is put the strap right at the mid shin, so that way you can use that, or you can always use it underneath the thigh. I prefer in front of the shin because it feels more, the word I'm looking for is condensed. There you go. It feels closer to the body, so a little easier to balance. Now, if you're wiggling out of this and you fall out of it, don't worry, just get back into it. Make sure you're not leaning back. Okay, we don't want to lean back. We don't want to pressure our lower back, the glute meat or anything. We want the strength to be coming from our thighs. These are bigger muscles. There's a lot of muscles there that could support. Okay, so ground down the mound of the big toe and lift the right inner arch. So I know there's a lot of things to do. Do your best to establish stillness here. We want to relentlessly seek stillness as we balance. When you're ready, we can come into VIBEZZZZZ tree pose. So you can place the left foot on the inside of the right inner thigh, or the calf, or do a simple kickstand with your toe. The ball of the foot is on the floor, but your heel is on the inner ankle. You can place your hands at prayer in front of your heart. There is no right or wrong in terms of what level you are. Find something that works for you. The whole point is not if you can get your foot on the highest level, but can you sustain the stillness? Well done. From here, aim your left knee forward and release the leg down gently. Maybe shake out the right leg. And press the top of the foot down into the floor. I know that always works for me. Maybe it works for you. One of the great things about yoga, and when you practice really often, is you start to notice, well, today that's not working for me. Or, for example, today I noticed that my foot tired quicker than usual. That's okay. That's the beautiful thing about the practice, is noticing, becoming aware, really activating our consciousness. Tadasana, arms down by the sides. Start to lean the weight into the left foot. Right knee hikes up. And we'll hold. Point the right toes forward. Focus on your one little point, your drishti, your gaze. When you feel pretty solid, VIBEZZZZZ. Make sure that you're not putting your feet on the knee, the inner knee. Alright, right knee comes forward, and then rest the foot gently down. Shake the left foot out. Maybe press the top of the foot down. Feels so good. Tadasana when you're ready. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Look up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into a downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. On the exhale, land your right foot closest to your right thumb. You can use blocks under your hands if you like. Slowly drop the right knee, or excuse me, the left knee down. Okay. From here, extend your front leg nice and straight. You can walk the hands along with your blocks back for Ardha Hanumanasana. Press your right inner heel forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. On the inhale, shift back forward into your low lunge. Lift the back knee up. Exhale and ground into your front heel. Inhale. Let's reach up gently up. Good. Keep a soft bend in the back knee. Bring the tailbone down. You can feel the sense of the pelvic bone being upright. From here, place your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, place your hands onto the floor, framing the front foot, and step back into downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Drop your back knee, release the toes. Again, you can use blocks. Exhale, Ardha, so extend the front leg, half monkey pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold, press the left inner heel forward, drop your head and breathe. Inhale, come back into the low lunge, so bend in the front knee, curl your back toes under, lift the kneecap, exhale. On the inhale, see if you can use the whole inhale to come upright. Place the hands at prayer. We're just here for a few breaths. Again, gentle bend in the back knee. You could feel the sense of the frontal points of your hips kind of pointing towards the sky. On the exhale, release, downward facing dog. One more breath. On the exhale, lower your knees down. Let's take a child's pose. So place the knees a little wider than the hips, big toes touch. We can bring our bolster in if we like, okay, or your big blanket, and hug your bolster in, resting one side of your head down. Breathe into the belly button. Can You expand the rib cage more when you get to the very top of the inhale. Maybe there's more space for you to bring in more prana, more life into your body, purifying not only our gross body, but the subtle body as well. From here, let's come out of our child's pose, and we'll swing the legs forward into our Dandasana. Have your strap close by. We'll also have our blanket. You can take your blanket here and roll it up. Place that off to the side and have it ready to go. Okay, from here we're going to take the right leg out to a 45-degree angle and the sole of the left foot on the side of the thigh. Place the rolled up blanket underneath the thigh. Let's use our strap as an option to place around the ball of your right foot. This is an option. Inhale, grow nice and tall, heart towards your right knee. Okay, if you're not using a strap, you would raise your arms up. Exhale, bring the heart forward. So I don't want you to necessarily round at this point. I would rather you keep the hip flexion, engage in hip flexion, and keep the spine in neutral. Activate the quadricep. Breath by breath, see if you can bring the heart a little bit forward. And then at this point, if you feel like you want to round, maybe go a little deeper, go for it. As you inhale, slowly walk your hands back, bringing your torso upright. Switch sides. Okay, use your strap. Inhale, heart towards the left knee. Exhale, hinge more at the hips. Breathing easy through the nose. Breathing easy out the nose. If you want to Now round the spine. Just take an inhale and exhale, begin to round. You can hold onto the foot, or maybe you're still using the strap. Let the head dangle. Slowly bring ourselves up, walking the hands back. Both legs straight, and let's slide our rolled up blanket underneath the knees. That way we're not straining, we're just using our props to establish more support so that way we can gently stretch and not strain our body. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, begin to fold. Round the back, drop your head. Breathe a little deeper into your lungs. Stay for one more breath. As you're ready, inhale, walk your hands back, helping yourself to sit upright. Well done. We're going to set up our blocks so that way they are on the lowest setting. Okay. And we're going to make it nice and wide. Place that at the front of your mat. Okay. Then blanket goes on top of that. Straps off to the side, we won't be needing that. We're not going to be getting onto our blanket and blocks yet. Just plant your feet right in front of it, come onto the back slowly. Bring the knees into the chest. You can come into a happy baby if you like. Gently rocking side to side. Mount the sacrum down. Maybe a gentle twist. Okay. Twisting in any direction that comes natural for you. Switching sides as you're ready. And bring the knees into the chest. Take a breath. we're going to do is we'll place our knee pits right onto the blanket here. Good. And what you can do is you can use your hands to smooth out the flesh from the lower back and sacrum. Shimmy the shoulders down. Make it just right. You have a bolster or blanket you want to put on top of you? Go for it. Nice and cozy. Once you feel like you found just right, take a breath in. Soften your eyes. Relax the shoulders. In this moment, I want to invite you to give yourself the permission to be here now. No need to think about what's ahead or what's behind. Just enjoying the sweet next moments in stillness and with your breath. This is it. Shavasana. Let your body rest. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. If you need more time, maybe this is the only time for you to sit in stillness and breathe. I encourage you to take it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking class. If you like the class, please smash that like button. If you'd like to send a donation, we really appreciate any contributions. You can find us on Venmo, Downey-Yoga, or on Zelle, info@downeyyoga.com. Thank you so much. Namaste.